Golden game is worth 6 team points, and it will determine the winner of this match. Jean Balma takes the first, and Bay Area Blasters go up 2-0. 2 serves now for Jean Balma. Ooh, serve gets away. Jean Balma, one of the most devastating serves in the game, similar to that of Daniel Gorok. Goes for broke, and it pays off. Maggie Tien jumping here. Take another look at this step around. Gotta love it, the way he watches that ball to completion. So they send in the second players. It's a team effort here, the golden game. Ojo Nalapo for Florida Crocs and Alexis Doan for the Bay Area Blasters. 3-1. Favoring the Crocs? Nope, favoring the Blasters. I got confused for a sec. Scoreboard and sides of the screen. Very difficult ball to play. Alexis Doan just behind the net. Then a low spinny shot as well. Quite a point here. Ojo manages to stay in control after playing the ball from near the hip on the backhand side with the forehand side of the racket. No way, Deepika, you're Sonura's mom? Awesome. Ball goes down, Ojo Nalapo's point. Alexis Doan touching ground there in the replay. Very close to being a highlight shot, but it's 4 points apiece now. So Angie Tan with the first point. Now this is quite interesting. Mark Duran and Angie Tan playing. A lot of the men will have trouble against the women in the golden game. And here's why. Uh-oh, he can lob forever. Now this is always tough in the women's game. You don't see players lobbing too much. Oh, no way! Angie Tan, 2 for 2. Takes the first 2 points. The women's game is all about speed and staying close to the table. The men's game about spin, a bit behind. Angie Tan right now way over delivering. This is big for Bay Area Blasters. Clever idea, short side after a nice drive to the backhand. Mark Duran getting his first point in this combination. Flat forehand, Angie Tan is gonna climb the rankings. 3 of 4 points in the golden game so far. And while the rankings won't really reflect this, against a male opponent, Mark Duran at that, that is a very impressive. Mark Duran is one of the top 2. He's an A and B player. He's the number 2 player for his team. Wow. There will be a lot to talk about, but Angie Tan right now has stolen the show in the golden game. Benji Brozier with Tawan Zhang on the other side on the receive. Beautiful forehand. Tawan Zhang as clean as can be. Push long to the backhand, pulls the right leg back just to create that backswing for that forehand. Jean Balma showing and then going, oops. Fair enough. The net was on Benji's side. Jean Balma just being polite. 10-5, Bay Area Blasters lead. And continuing that lead to 11. What do I think of the new table tennis balls, the plastic ones? Well, they've changed. You know, they don't spin as much. It took a little getting used to. It's okay. I spent more time playing with the 38mm ball. That was the tougher transition, I would say, to transition from 38 to 40 rather than the 40 to 40 plus or 40 plus to the plastic. Matti Ekholm, women right now doing well. Matti Ekholm with that reverse pendulum serve. Sonura's mother watching right now. I wish you all the best. 2 in a row, Matti Ekholm, outright service points. This is really something impressive. Sonura Silva has been very strong this season. Again, started from the bottom, became one of the top 10 in the league. Clever idea, Matti Ekholm continuing the side spin the way it comes in. Trying to brush the ball. And down the line, Sonura Silva gets the last 2, so dead even. Not a bad trade here for Matti Ekholm. Would have liked to equal the performance of Angie Tan and get 3 of 4. Steve Mathis, good to have you here. Thank you so much. Really cool to see you. Come back tomorrow if you can. It'd be great to have you here. Daniel Gorak doing what he does, controlling with the spin, comfortable to use both wings. Really dipping that racket head low to get that extra speed on the racket. Snoopy's rooting for the Crocs. Fair enough. Walter, hola. Hola a ti también. Nice flick. Jean Balma making a quick move. Watch him. Keep your eyes on when he moves. Looks like he's going to push and then quickly turns it into a flick. Harry, good to have you here. 11 years old, supporting the sport. I love it. Oh, the power on this forehand. For anyone who's watching right now, if for any reason, whether it's parents saying it's dinner time or time to go to bed, whatever it may be, the golden game, you want to see this one till the end. It will determine the winner. A timeout called. Reminder, golden game is worth 6 team points. Winner takes all. That means it's either going to be 13-8 for the Crocs, or the way it's looking right now, it's going to be 14-7 for the Bay Area Blasters. Bay Area Blasters were the first team from the West to beat a team from the East. And right now, they're on their way to doing it once again if they can. Too predictable. Interesting, Jensen. What's too predictable? So this game goes up to 21 points. It's not win by 2. No games are. Not in Major League Table Tennis. Everything is win by 1. 10-10, golden point. In the golden game, 2020, ultimate golden point. Ojo Nolapo back in action, and Alexis Doan on the receive. 15 serving 9. Beautiful forehand here, and the Crocs making their way back in. Ojo's been very strong in the golden game. When do you come back to Vietnam? Dragon, great question. I love Vietnam, and I'm way overdue for a trip. Just haven't been big events there, haven't been WTT events. I'll try to come within the next year of my life. Let's say that. Hopefully in the next 12 months I will be in Vietnam for some period of time. Sponge Gaming, yes, you should create a club at your school. Clever idea, the short side of the table. And Alexis Doan extending the lead to 7 points for the Bay Area Blasters. And a good finish here. Ojo Nolapo getting the last point. 6 between the Crocs and the Blasters right now. A long way to go for the Crocs. Mark Duran only got 1 of 4 against Angie Tan last time around. He's going to have thought about this quite a lot. He's going to think, what can I possibly do to use my game style to disrupt Angie Tan. It went the exact opposite way first time around. 2 outright serve, well, not outright. This one was an outright service point, but he came in heavy spin on both of his serves. Angie Tan, timeout on the Bay Area Blasters side. We saw how aggressive she was with her flat hits first time around, the shovel serves and whatnot. Interesting times here. It's so interesting, the men's and women's games. People often ask the #1 woman player in the world, where would she stand in the world rankings for men? For me, I've always said somewhere between 50 and 150 in the world. And if you talk to the pros, I think it's usually somewhere in there. But style matchup is a big deal. Right now, Sunying Shah, world ranked #1, could probably beat some men in the top 50, no doubt about it. Would it be expected? Don't know if I'd say that. 3 for 3, Mark Duran and Angie Tan with a facepalm moment. Still a smile, but a wry one at that. Looking to get a much needed 1 point here. Otherwise, it's 17-15, and the Crocs are right back in it. Oh, she takes it. A big flat hit to the forehand side. Much needed. Mark Duran. That is not an easy ball to play. Angie Tan perfectly calibrates. It is now 14 serving 18 instead of 15-17. That was big. Angie Tan delivering once again. So Benji Brosier with the serves at 14-18. Side spin. Benji Brosier barely reaches this ball, has to lunge to the wide forehand. Racket behind the head. How does that not pull your shoulder out of socket? Let alone adding side spin to the shot. Physical fitness, take care of that body. No need to tell Benjamin Brosier. Just a good example for the rest of us. 15 serving 18. And the power on the step around. A player who trusts his forehand much more than his backhand and really makes it count. Extra motivation in this golden game. 2-point differential right now. Taowen Zhang looking to get at least one of these next two to keep his team, the Bay Area Blasters, in the lead. Oh, short side of the table. Taowen Zhang was waiting on the backhand corner for the step round. Benji Brosier with the peripheral vision recognizes the body of Taowen Zhang and right down the line. No timeouts left. Both teams have used their golden game timeout. And it is suddenly a 1-point game. It was 10-17. That backhand serve, the RPB serve. Watch this. Taowen Zhang hits it with the red side of the racket. It's a very unusual serve, and it pays off. So Sonura Silva, I know your mom is watching. We see you in the comments section. Thank you for being here. Mati Ekholm, a good friend of mine as well. An uphill battle, we'll see. Her service game, she won her last 2 points outright on the serve. It's going to be a tough way to win a point. Behind the table to fish down Sonura Silva. Mati doing everything she could to stay close to the table early in the rally. Serve, you could argue, got away just a little bit. And now it is golden game and team match points for the Bay Area Blasters. They take it, Sonura Silva. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! The hugs all around. This is going to be really tricky. I'm curious to see how the handshakes go. Congratulations, Sonura Silva and the Bay Area Blasters. I wanted to hear what Michelle Levinsky said, but I see smiles all around.